And we're live.
Hello, world.
Hello.
Good evening, everybody, from a new location.
Yeah, you're in your secret Batcave location, Paul.
Oh, you
No
are,
one
aren't you?
knows. No one knows.
In the paint shed.
Yes, in the
Somewhere in Australia.
somewhere in Australia.
Mum's
That's a
old
big
laundry.
place to start.
Yep,
Well, how
so-
is everybody? Jeffro, how are you?
Good, mate. To see some sun for a change.
Oh,
Now-
you?
Yeah, we've
Oh,
had
okay.
rain,
Oh,
rain.
that's right. What's going on? Is that some
Devastating
massive?
floods.
Is
the
that some
worst
massive
floods.
weather front that's moving
Yeah.
in, or is it a storm system like another cyclone coming?
Just a long, wet period. We had a massive wet
Evening, Dom.
front that just it went all the way up the coast, went as far up a little bit further up north than us, and from literally Sydney up to here, we had one particular probably the epicenter was probably maybe 2.5, 3 hours south of us. It was the biggest floods I've had since 1967, I think.
Wow, that's
They did
that's
say
a
it was a
long time.
500-year flood, but I don't know how they work those things out. But
That's a long
Yeah, nobody was
time.
here 500 years.
Uh-oh, someone's got their audio on. There you go.
No, that was my bad.
Yeah, again, Paul, the Aussie.
we could know by now, Butch, wouldn't you?
This is not on my YouTube feed. I do not have access to this on YouTube. I'm watching it here, and that's it. So
Yeah,
let's see.
I don't know where my echo's coming from.
You still get you? Is it just?
I can
is
still hear it
Is it when
Wait.
all of us are speaking, or just one of us in particular?
just when I'm speaking.
it's the fact that it's sitting in a wardrobe.
Let's see.
No, well, the first bit was me trying to keep tabs on the chat, but I had the speaker volume up, so that was my bad.
Yeah.
Hey, Dom.
Morning.
Hey,
evening.
Dom.
It's still you,
Good
Butch.
morning, sir.
Morning. What I built,
Oh, wow.
I have a commission.
Oh,
Yes. A
professional
friend of
model
mine,
builder.
He have a really nice chess set from Harry Potter,
Okay.
and he is original from Indonesia. You should have a little extra thing for him. You know that wayang pops dolls? He loved that stuff. Um, and he this is the black one, it's the horse. I need to paint that in silver. And the white chest ones, I need to paint this in gold.
Okay.
And then I need to clear coat it and finish. Done. That's all. But it's a lot of pieces, That is
Yeah.
a lot of tape work. Look, this big size.
Oh, Moss is in. Evening,
Good,
Moss.
Moss. Good morning to you. It's 10 a.m. in the
G'day,
UK,
mate.
so. Morning, Moss. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a chess set from Harry Potter.
Nice. Those well,
And
you,
then I
you're
make-
definitely going something different with doing that, Dom. All the colors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
wait.
good.
I have a couple
Okay.
of pictures.
Alright. Well,
No, we're missing someone, Paulie.
Pardon?
Okay. This is
We're
one
missing
of
someone.
one
I'll
of
be
the
right back,
Indonesia. We say, it looks like a knife, a big knife. And this is the handle. You see that red and green pieces?
Yep.
I go scratch build that and go make that on that chess set too.
Evening, Harry.
You like the, and this one is the gold one.
How big is that, Dom?
This is a knife from Indonesia. I don't know who big it is. But this is only the handle. I make a picture of the handle. I was yesterday with him in on his daughter's birthday. That little girl is now 4 years old.
No, Moss. Jason hasn't been on since he took sick.
He did mention when he was going to get on. I can't remember if he said it was going to be next week. I can't remember.
Well, that'll be good.
It was supposed to be last week, but things happened.
Yeah. Health-wise, not going too
But
bad.
it would have been nice to have Marcus on here tonight.
Pardon?
He played golf.
It would have been nice to have Marcus here tonight.
Oh, yeah. He got a little bit hammered on his stream, apparently. Or was that the one with John Alec again?
No comment.
Okay. Well,
Yes, I know Marcus. Marcus is a nice person. He lives not really far away from me.
So
Everybody does.
Bilge, what was it you wanted to say? Did I miss it?
Oh, it would have been nice to have Marcus join us.
Oh, Marcus. Well, he's in the Netherlands too. It's 11 o'clock in the morning there, so maybe he's up.
maybe he's not.
Yeah, that's Chunks in
He
the
is
crowd.
most likely busy with his
Evening,
More photo
Chunks.
etch for Marcus.
well, I think so.
Well, we got an update from Harry.
Yes, he was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a great
Let-
thing. That's the great thing about doing these live chats from your own home. If you want to imbibe, go ahead.
Yeah.
You know, you can't get pulled over for drunk driving on a live chat unless you're going to the market for more. Good morning,
Link-
Harry.
Sweet, I'm laughing.
Links in the description
I guess you're not,
in the
I
chat,
guess you're
Harry.
not working
I'm
I guess you're not
Chunk.
working tomorrow, Bilge.
But
Anyway.
I will say right now, it is my daughter's 21st. Sorry,
21st.
not 21st, 24th
24th, okay.
birthday tonight. So I am
Happy
more
birthday
than
to her.
12 feet to the wind. So there will not be much building from me tonight.
Don't touch the Arizona. Don't touch the Arizona. Just leave her be. Leave her in dry dock. Yeah, just leave her in dry dock. That's okay. That's all right. Yeah. Well, speaking of model progress, go ahead, go around the table, guys. I'm going to get my stuff out to show. I don't have much, but I'll just show what I got.
All right. Well, most people know I got sent a couple of engines from Little History out of his Mosquito that chopped his finger off. And so they arrived on Monday. So I've got the first one done. But if you can tell the difference, the supercharger intake is the wrong way.
I thought
It's pointing up.
only John Marley put it on the wrong way.
No, it's on the wrong way deliberately.
Oh, okay.
The reduction gears are on the wrong way. And it has a gearbox behind it.
Oh, is that the Merlin that's going in your Mustang?
Yeah, and so this is where the Mustang is at so far.
That is really
It's up-
cool, Paul. I really
Hang on,
like
it's
that.
upside down.
Well, it's supposed to be. You're in Australia.
So where the black line is the extension of the body.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like
Yeah.
that.
Chassis in, diff, and it fits.
You know what that reminds me of, Paul? Is a old 1960s quarter mile funny car. That's what it
Yeah.
reminds me of, because you extended the body out to fit the bigger
What
engine.
did you put in that, Paul?
Pardon? What was that build?
What diff is she put? What diff are you putting in that?
Big heavy duty one. I think it's a
No.
Dana 60.
Ooh, Dana. Ooh.
Yeah. Evening, Chunk.
Hey,
Hey,
Chunk.
Chuck.
Good evening.
Evening.
Hey, John.
Hello.
He's
You
in
know-
the shed.
Junk, I
I'm in
think
the
your
shed.
audio's coming through better out there than when you're at your workbench. All right, who's going to break the silence? All right, I'll do it. I'll do
Okay.
it. I'll do
What
it.
have you got?
I thought I'd dropped out.
This is the only thing I've been working on this week because I've been closing in on it. It's the
Oh, the Kate.
Yeah.
Your Kate.
yes, the very old Nichimo kit, which I did a hunt for on ScaleMates, and the original tooling of this model goes back to 1972. So anyway, this is where she is right now. I got the canopy glued in place, masked off. The color you see is the interior color. Gonna have that for the inside of the canopy framing. And
Yep.
after this, I put on a coat of Tamiya light gray surface primer. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. I'll lay it on a little thick because there's a lot of seam work that I did on this thing all over. Here, wings, fuselage seams around the engine cowl. I don't know if you can see this, but I added some brass tubing to represent the
Okay.
exhaust pipes because the
Yep.
kit supplied ones are pretty basic. I mean, it's a kit of its age.
Yeah.
But it's nice. I mean, I got it for $10 at a swap meet. So, and I'm gonna do it per the box cover.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I'm gonna paint it. Now, there's a question about whether these airplanes actually had any camouflage on the top surface of the aircraft. Some are saying it's dark green, and then what you see in these photos, because they're so grainy and the film quality is very poor,
I don't think they
is that
did.
it's weathering. It's salt, air, and sun causing the paint to
Bleach off, peel off.
bleach off, wear out in various areas. And on a grainy old photograph, it looks like could be, might be some kind of camo pattern. So I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm definitely going to paint it dark green and gray on the bottom. And then what I'm going to do at the top, I don't know. I'll decide that when I get there. But I'm not going to wait too long on it. I'm going to paint it and finish it off. I want to get on with my next aircraft. But that's it. I've got a few other things going, but when I get close like this on one project, I kind of dedicate my time to that because I'm closer to finishing this than anything else I have going. But that's me. I'm done.
Didn't that heavy weathering mostly happen on coral runways, like?
Oh, you mean like in the South Pacific, like in the Solomons and in Australia?
as opposed-
Sure. I mean, New
It was
Guinea?
a common thing.
Sure. Yeah.
Would it happen as much on aircraft carriers as it did on off a runway?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
'cause-
now it's a different kind of weathering. It's because of salt, air, and water,
Just the
which
bleach.
would attack the metal and the paint and the sun.
Yeah.
It was a common
The planes,
thing.
if they were left on deck, like the Americans, they spotted a lot of their aircraft permanently on the flight deck to save space in the hangars. I don't know what the Japanese did. Maybe they dropped all their airplanes below, but for the most part, I just know this. I've read my naval aviation history, and in the 20s and 30s, the Americans were trying to find something to coat the metal on their aircraft because salt air was having such an impact on the life of the metal that it was affecting the strength of the airframes.
Well,
Literally, I mean, some of their landing accidents because of metal that was corroding faster than they could keep up on it.
their paint certainly didn't seem to get chopped up by that coral little as much as the Japanese did.
Yeah, well, from what I hear, the Japanese didn't prime their aircraft before they painted them. So
Whack,
it was not
whack
only
some
the
grey on it, then the green over the top.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. And then what would happen? It wasn't just the blast from the coral dust; it was also the sun. If you look at photos of captured aircraft in the Philippines and in New Guinea and in New Britain and all across the South Pacific, you can see how weather beaten they are. They're just
Yeah.
beat to shit because they're in that sun all day. And
Yeah.
well, you guys live down there. You know what it's like. I'm
Yeah.
a northerner. I don't
Look
live
at me in
anywhere near
Bilge.
the equator.
Look at how weather beaten me and Bilge are.
Yeah.
We both got
Just-
heads like favourites.
Yeah, just to answer Harry's question, the radiator's going in the front when I make one.
So that's me. Next.
Bilge, what have you been up to? Apart from working your butt off and celebrating your daughter's birthday.
Three eighths of F4, and no that, but to actually add injury to insult, I bumped this tonight
Uh-oh.
and knocked a spar off that I actually installed on our last live stream.
Uh-oh.
Oh, well, you get it next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm not happy, but
You can
on
read
the
it
same
next
note,
week.
Yeah.
I
You're
can
still on shore
reglue it,
leave, sailor. So
Exactly.
just relax. No work for you.
and I will definitely be splicing the bone brace for my daughter.
Hey, Bilge, what's your daughter's name?
Georgia, after Sweet Georgia Brown.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Georgia. Very good. Well, happy birthday,
And,
Georgia. Happy birthday.
Yes,
to you.
happy birthday, Georgia.
Happy birthday, Georgia.
And many more.
Thank you guys.
And remember, you're only
And
24
I'm
once,
sure
so
she
enjoy
is
it.
having a very nice night.
Good. Good.
Moving on.
Yes.
Jeffro.
Jeffro, what you got cooking?
Well, I had some things arrive this week, so I got
Oh,
my replacement resin kit for my anti-aircraft cannons for my U-boat. So that's fine, which seems a little bit silly because I really only needed one. In fact, I really only needed a gun barrel, really, but I've got all that. So with all the resin set that I've got for the anti-aircraft cannons and for the photo etch and the resin and everything, I should be able to knock up the anti-aircraft cannons pretty much sometime. Maybe I'll make a start on that this week. And haven't been doing a real lot of modelling, just because cleaning up after the floods, really. We didn't get flooded out here, but we had a lot of water damage around the yard, so just tidying up after that. And it was sunny the last couple of days, so I was able to do a little bit of spray painting for a change. I've been spent a couple of days making my through model tracks for my King Tiger tank that's been sitting in a workshop for about 4 years. So now that I've sort of done that, I can get back to playing with that King Tiger tank, really. So I've kind of been doing that. Kind of got that up to the painting stage, and just sort of playing with that. And I've sort of finished off the tracks on the Panther tank as well. So it's tracks, basically. So I've just been fluffing around with that. And even then, I haven't been doing a real lot, just a half an hour of that here and there. Haven't done much with my fox back because I've just haven't been a hanky week. And that's about it. Nothing else.
well, that sounds all right, though.
Yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, it's all right. Slow and steady.
And Chuck, what have you been up to?
Not a great deal. No modelling at all. I've probably been most of the week out here in the shed doing bits and pieces and having a couple of frothy ones. But yeah, no, not much inside. I don't think I bought anything or anything turned up. I don't think it did. Yeah, just been out here, sitting out here with
You got some good lighting in that shed, Chunk.
Well, we just lost him.
Oh, might have pulled out the wire.
Yeah.
Now,
Well,
Come back, Chuck.
Jeffro, I wanted to ask you something. Do you have those? Oh,
I'm still here. I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, you're back.
No, I'm on the iPad.
for once, it's not me suffering.
Oh,
Oh, he's gone again.
It's gone again. Blimey. That
Hey,
computer of his is awful sensitive.
Sorry, Timmy, what were you saying?
Oh, I was going to ask you, do you have your track links handy, the King Tiger track links handy?
Don't know what's
If
happening.
you don't, no worries. I just wanted to see what they look like.
No, they're over in the garage.
Well, we can do try it next week. But Chunk's back, so let's go back
No
to
worries.
Chunk.
There'll be a lot
I've got
more
nothing.
looking a lot better next week. I got big
I was just going to show you that over there. I was sitting here with the fire roaring.
Oh, wow.
So,
Is that your stove?
Oh, he's got the 5 pick going.
I was trying to turn my camera. That's why it kept cutting me off. So I'm not going to try that again. I don't know how I flick my camera around.
Switch it off again.
No, it's just that there's usually a little button there pressing it can turn the camera, but it is not letting me do that.
Oh, well. Next time.
Oh, that's true.
Uh-oh.
Nothing wrong with a log fire, Chunk.
Chunk.
For once, it's not Bilge having the intermittent connection issues tonight. That's incredible. This is a highly unusual moment in live history here.
Considering it's my daughter's 21st, there's probably
24th.
absolutely nobody
24th.
dragging
24th.
Oh, yeah, okay. A 6-pack? No, actually, 24-pack to the wind. Give me a break.
Oh, yeah.
All
sure.
right.
Hey, no problem. No worries. You know what? My father was quite the wise guy, and he would always kid me about my birthday. He'd say, oh, yeah, what are you, 25 now? What's your age? It was that's how my dad was. He was always a wise guy. He knew how old I was. He knew my birthday, but he always had to be a wise guy.
Even though Dad's jokes were lame, they never stopped doing them.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
funny
they
they
never get
remember the
old.
kids' birthdays, but they forget their anniversaries.
No, bad jokes never die.
There.
No, they don't. No,
Just
they
They
don't.
they just get passed on.
That's right.
Yeah, they do.
Like that one fruitcake in the world just keeps
Yeah.
getting passed on.
Yep, they just get older.
Considering he's got his fire going there, Bilge, it really hasn't started to get really cool with us, has it? And it's going to be winter next week.
You know that.
Yeah, but he's
Yeah, that's
down at
right.
the gateway to the South Pole.
That's true. Yeah, well, yeah.
Oh, that's right. Today's the 24th. No,
Yeah.
it's the 25th for you. No, it's the 24th for you guys, but it's late on the 24th, right?
It's the
It's
25th
the
today,
25th.
Right. I'm sorry. 25th.
and it's
It's the 25th for me too. I forget.
Hang on,
It's past
hang on,
midnight.
hang on.
Winter on
Jeffro, I'll rock it
June.
for you a little more.
He's back.
I'm on my mobile now.
Okay.
Oh, he's gone the hoodie.
That'll work.
I'll tell you what, Bill. You walked into the local 7-Eleven with that hoodie on, they kick you right out. You remove the hoodie, sir. Do not wear the hoodie. I will not serve you.
Try it, bruh.
So, other
Okay,
than
who's
that,
going to break the ice?
Oh, dear.
Who's going to break the silence?
We never actually got to find out what Chunk was doing, did we? Because he kept
Sorry?
on going. All we saw
yeah,
was
we,
his fire.
we haven't found out what Chunk's doing yet, apart from watching the fire.
Oh, it's
That's
nice.
all I'm doing.
I know, and I'm loving it.
Yeah. Nothing,
No, I
nothing
haven't really
as
been
nice
at the
as a
bench.
fire.
All
Nothing as nice as a fire. It's
I
very
think
nice.
I've been there all week. Ever since last week, I haven't even sat at the bench. So just busy at work and spending a bit of time out here. I'm trying to put plumbing through the ceiling to put taps outside and running air lines. So I've got air lines outside. I've put power outside. Plus just generally trying to tidy up this bloody mess.
No, don't do that. You'll never find anything.
It's not a mess, mate. It's just clutter.
It is quite nice here, though, I tell you.
Yeah. Looking good.
Oh, that's hot. I'll shut that.
Maybe next
can't
week,
feel it.
Chunk, I will have a outside fire going.
This is what this is. Everyone says, "How did you get the name Chunk?" When your parents buy this for your 18th birthday,
Oh,
Oh, nice.
oh, it's back to
your own
front, I
plate.
think, though, isn't it?
Cool.
When you get the number plates on your car, when you're 18.
Yeah, that's why we're dropping for 18th birthday.
So yeah,
Oh wow,
Good.
that's a big shed.
Yeah, it's a,
Big
is
shed
that a
full of
warehouse
crap,
or a
too.
shed?
How many fishing rods have you got?
Wow, got a microwave, cabinet,
That's the man cave.
refrigerator.
air fryer,
Man, you are
Sink.
sink.
kettle, sink,
Wow, you're loaded for bear.
Fridge.
Chunk.
fridge
You
is
are
mainly
you.
full of a few beers, mainly water.
Huh?
This is me BCF there and there. TV.
Oh man, you got some deluxe accommodations there.
That
This
one
is
there.
called
That,
this is
Oh,
the doghouse.
Listen, Chunk,
that's smoking. That one is a bit of a secret one behind there.
No, we don't open that on the stream.
No, we don't go in there. Hell no, we don't go in there. So yeah, this is my little abode.
Don't want to commit that
You can probably
YouTube
tell
more
I'm-
geez, how many times has Chunk been kicked out of the house?
Wow, that's a big space, Chunk. That really
But
is.
you walk out here. This is what I had when I first bought the house. This is the little shed.
Oh wait, there's more. Got another room.
This is the little sandstone shed, which is full of crap. It's where we barbecue. I cook my tea tonight on barbecue.
Nice. Got drill
Chainsaw.
press. Nice.
It's just general. Yeah, it's a little sound bed. And this is where I'm going to knock it down and build like an actual proper little modelling cave. There's just a
You only got a few tools.
Just bundles of them laying around.
Jeez.
Oh,
This is interesting.
Yeah.
this is me absolute.
Hang on,
I'm
Chunk,
trying
I need a handkerchief.
I'm cleaning this. I'm cleaning this.
He's a sleeve. That's why they call them flanos.
Trying to clean it out. And we're even posh. Like we're even posh. We've even got a
The last
thunderbolt.
time I saw this.
Oh, you got a toilet. Oh,
Got a turlet
This
and
is the
everything.
best part.
Nice.
When you're sitting in here and you're having a crap, and you look at Leanne, the Makita girl.
Oh, wow, we got a pizza.
She's
Oh,
life size. She's life size. She loves it in there. There's me drop saw bench, which doesn't really get much. It's a bit cluttered at the moment. Mad back to the Tigers.
Have you seen yesterday that stream from Sue, Ice Queen?
I've got an
She's
obsession buying these
she's
things from
showing
Bunnings.
a little video.
oh,
This is my shed.
we've hit the gutter.
Me little slice. There's my fishing rods. But yeah, it doesn't. I'm running out of room. I've got a bigger shark, more Makita. I'm a bit of a Makita whore. And then you go out to this one. And you go out into the other shed.
the
which
shed
is
has a
just
shed.
Full of more stuff. You tell them a builder, can't you? Doors and.
You'll use it one day.
Oh,
Where's the engine?
No, here's my little. I found my motorbike. It's in the back there.
Ooh,
Can't get to it.
ooh.
Can't get to it. Hasn't been going for a while. I can see all the oil, so I think my front forks are shot. I have to redo them. XL 500, which I think it's out to about a 590. It's a crazy thing. It sounds like a crop duster. And it lifts me every year.
That's how it's supposed to sound.
Hey, what's outside? There's the stove cave. Put the big light on. Boom. There's the backyard. There's my caravan. There's the little abode at the front there. My house is bigger than my shed. My shed's bigger than the house. So, which I think it's just a common thing.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Well, they're never big enough, are they?
I don't need any more houses. It's just more you've got to clean. I don't do that. But
Put it this way, son,
things are going
I
down
have
right.
an 8-day shed and it's chockers.
Could you repeat
This
that,
one's
please?
one of my. This is 14 by 7, and I think this bit's 10 by 7 where I'm in now, and then I've got another single there which I'm going to double. That's going to become. I'm going to build 7 by 8 on the side, and half of that'll be my modelling cave, and the other half will be my welding room for my welders and stuff. So this is where I spend my Sundays, and usually I rush
Stop
inside.
teasing.
No, tonight at the bucket, I'm just going to stay out here. I've got nothing to show inside, so I can show you. There's more out here I can show you. There's lots of interesting stuff out here, but legally I can't show you.
Paulie, you want to crush him?
I can't
Pardon?
show you on YouTube. I can't show you.
No, I went through all my hard drives again.
You want to crush him with your warehouse?
What's 30
No,
by
just
25,
verbally.
I think. It's 30 by 25.
Oh my God.
That's what,
With what inside?
11 Holdens.
I couldn't go any bigger. I'm fence to fence.
You're a cruel man.
I can't
You're
go
a
any
cruel
bigger.
man.
Yeah, well,
Anyway, I go big, I've got to buy the neighbours.
yeah, my shed is part of a 4-unit complex on the Central Coast
Beautiful.
that I bought as an apprentice.
Yes, wish I bought a lot of things back in the day too.
And you have some beautiful, beautiful pieces of equipment stored in that shed.
Well, they will be one day. Let's just say a lot of them have got
They
patina
are
on them.
now.
Yeah, it's like I keep telling my son. He says, "I want to fix one up." I said, "No, that's my retirement fund." But you've already retired, Dad. Start spending it. No, not yet.
Wait until you really get bored.
When I really retire, I'll move into that shed and start
That's
working on
like
it.
my HP panel van I've got stashed.
Yep.
How long has it been since you retired, Paul?
I'm 64. I retired at 58.
Oh, okay. That's good.
That's when I had to start looking after Mum and Dad.
Yeah. Okay.
We can do that down here, Jimmy. We can retire whenever we want.
Well,
we-
you
We're
can
doing
retire whenever you want here too. I mean, but
Right.
unless you've got a pension or something to provide income, you can't claim Social Security until age 62.
Well, we can. Our pension doesn't. We don't. Our pension doesn't start until 67. But as long as you got enough to
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
look
Yeah.
after you until
So
then.
with superannuation, we can collect that at 58.
Good.
Oh,
Yeah.
you can?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you've got to sign
Come on.
a declaration that you'll never work again.
Oh, okay. I get you. All right.
That was the quickest part of the paperwork I signed.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I promise. I won't work again.
Oh,
Yep.
oh God, yeah.
I tell you what,
Right.
I have been working in a long time, and I don't miss it, to tell you the truth. I really don't.
No, I've actually started to sleep in now till 7 o'clock.
Oh, look at that.
You know, my sleep patterns went to hell once I stopped working regularly. Now I'm up. Well, look at me, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm ready for you guys. You see what
Yeah,
I'm
you
saying?
found YouTube.
Your sleep
Yeah.
patterns
Well,
change
you know
every
what? I found you guys, Jason and
What do
Hibbo
you
and
have?
Peter.
Yeah.
That's when I first started hooking up with people from Australia. Those guys were on about midnight my time, so that would be sometime in the early
Very nice.
afternoon
Yeah.
Australian.
5 o'clock in the afternoon, I think
Yeah,
you used to do it.
something like that. And that's how it all started. You know, they had like about 5 people in the chat, and I was the one from from Chicago, Illinois. So that's kind of how it happened. And
Yeah.
yeah.
And we're still carrying it on.
Yeah, well, courtesy Jason. Yeah. By the way, how
Yep.
is he? Anyone heard from him, Jeffro?
Yeah. What day was it? Wednesday, I think. Thursday. Actually, it was yesterday. He's going okay. Yeah, he's going okay. Usual thing. I asked him how he was, and he said, "Oh, yeah, I'm going all right." Hard to tell how that is.
Yeah, the usual
Yeah.
double talk. Yeah.
Yeah. He has been able to play golf though, so that's kind of a good thing. It means he's well enough to play golf. I don't know when he's going to be able to come on here. I thought he might have been on by now, but he hasn't yet. But he's going okay. Yeah, right. There's times when I hear from him. I mean, his voice sounds normal. He sounds a lot better now. It was awfully bad before. It was very difficult to speak, but that's kind of all right now. And he had some aches and pains for some other things a week or 2 weeks ago. But he's getting better all the time, I think.
Good.
Getting back to what is kind of normal.
Yeah.
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 Well, you're talking about the aches and pains he's going through. That's what happens when you allow people to help you take care of yourself. You have to go through the aches and pains and recognize they're there and then make the effort to heal them. And I'm glad to hear that he's, allowing the process to happen, that he's not continuing to put it off.
He's actually
You don't know how stubborn he is.
Well, that's what I'm learning, Bill. I'm learning that. I'm learning that.
He's a buffer.
I think he's a lot better with that. I think it's slowed him down enough to the point where he knows that he's actually got to take a bit more notice.
Yeah, of his health.
Yeah.
Well, I think for him, selling Outlaw Paints was the best thing he could do for himself. Without any support and him running that show pretty much on his own, except from what his wife would help him with.
Yeah.
Forget it, man. You can't keep up that level of
We will
energy.
always
Definitely.
put family first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, look at his father. I mean, his father had that massive heart attack, and there he is back on his bicycle a few months later. So, it obviously runs in the family. But that's how men are, especially as you age. You just don't want to admit it. I mean, I'm having all kinds of problems. I'm riding my bicycle now. I can't ride like I used to. I can't ride as intensely. I can't ride as far. And yet I keep telling myself, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And then when I'm in the middle of the ride, it's like, fuck, I can't handle the pain anymore. I got to turn around and go home. Get off the bike and get the ice packs out. And, it's aging, man. Your body just can't do it anymore,
If you've got a physical job, it's amazing how quickly your fitness just disappears. When it seems only a couple of months.
Yeah. Well, I had 30 years of manual labor work. That's all I did.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't get a college education or anything. I didn't get it was one manual labor job after another. I mean, the last 15 I did in machine shops. So that was, people think that's hard work. Some of the places I interviewed at, most of the work was done by the machines themselves. I mean, most of the loading of the stock and taking off. A lot of the newer equipment is designed to help the operator do that without all the manual labor. The place I was working at, you did all that yourself.
You don't have to work. You don't have to be.
What's everybody been working on?
Pardon, Bill?
We just went through that. You want us to do it again?
He's forgotten.
Okay, build.
Forgive me.
Fingers? How many fingers?
4.
Okay, there we go. All right, back into the
He's
ring
back.
we go. Come on, keep your right up. Keep your right up. Watch the left.
Don't try
Good to
to
see Bill's having a good night.
Smash you.
Build. If you and I got into a boxing ring, I think it would be a very quick fight. I think you'd win by a knockout within the first 30 seconds. I'm as soft as putty. One shot to me, and I'm down. I got to watch my mouth. You know that in public. My sister tells me that all the time. She says, "You know, Jim,
I was
you're
taught
60
to
years
respect
old.
my elders.
You better watch what you say to people, especially here in America. You could be looking down a barrel of a gun. You know, everyone's carrying weapons. So now that I've pissed off all the American viewers,
in this group, I am a pup.
Aussies have got to be careful over there too, because they don't get our sense of humour. We've got a sort of we tend to hang shit on people, and that's our way of just speaking to each other.
right?
And
Yeah.
Americans don't really get that. They think we're disrespecting them.
You know what? The truth is, Jeffro, in any close group of friends, people are going to talk trash amongst one another, and they understand
Yeah.
it. It's kind of an unwritten rule or code or whatever. But you wouldn't talk like that to, say, someone at a bus stop or in a grocery
Yeah.
store or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that, or at
Yeah.
a sporting event or something. But with
Yeah.
your close friends, yeah, you're going to give each other, you're going to bust each other's balls all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. But I hear
I
you.
was
I hear
taught to
you.
have respect for my elders.
Oh, we're going back to that? We were talking about that on Ice Queen's chat today. Weren't we? I think we were. Yeah. Yeah.
That's how I was raised.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, my word.
Yeah.
And because I am such a young pup, I was
How old are you?
taught to have respect for my elders.
Yeah.
But on the same note, I will stand up for myself
Mm-hmm.
when it's needed.
Yeah. Well, that's
But
human
only
nature.
when
Sure.
it's needed.
Yeah.
There you go.
How old are you, Bilge?
I'm a 78 model.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear you.
I am a 1978 model.
Oh, okay. Hell, I was 14 when you were born. You young whippersnapper, you. You better
Yes,
have
I
respect
am
for
a
this
pup.
elder.
I'm a pup.
Yeah, you know.
But on the same note, I was raised old school.
Oh yeah. Well,
I'm actually even older than you, Jimmy. I was a 62 model.
oh, okay. All right. You got a couple. You're same age as my best friend, my best mate. Yeah, he was born in '62.
It was a good year.
Sure was.
73 is the greatest year.
Junk '73.
73.
Okay. All
Go,
right.
Harry.
Oh, to be 52 again. I'll tell you what. Oh, to be 52 again. That would be wonderful. Well, no, wait a minute. No, I take that back. When I was 52, I had a bunch of health problems hit me at that point. You're right. So forget 52. Forget it. That's all right.
Yeah, I could do without 42 for the same reason.
December.
Oh, you had trouble back then, Jeffro?
I had cancer.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. I didn't know
I
that.
was 40. I was 40. I mean,
Yeah.
I survived it, obviously.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, Harry, 1970 kid. Okay. Good year, Harry. 1970 was a good year.
I am born in 85.
Oh, that's right. Now you're talking. Now, hey, Bill, you were calling yourself a pup? I think we got the youngest one in the room right here with Dom. A mere 40 years old.
Yeah, I'm 40.
Still shit
I-
yellow.
imagine
I think-
what the discussion is going to be when you're as old as us, Dom.
He's
I
gonna
think
be
Bilge
building
is
mine.
frozen.
Either that or he's concentrating on rolling that
I did-
cigarette.
Yeah.
Oh. We got Bilge.
Best rolled cigarette around.
Yeah, he's rolling. Yeah, he's rolling a cigarette.
I think everybody just got back to the house.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe the internet activity is up again, so he might.
We've actually
Oh,
good
we lost.
far.
Yep, there we go.
Okay, well, it was fun while it lasted. We'll see. Maybe he'll come back. Maybe he'll come back.
When you were
Yeah.
talking about a while ago about the cost of models and everything, do you reckon all those places in? I'm guessing. I suppose the biggest market would be the US. I suppose you can only sort of hope that with all the price wars going on and everything, you'd hope they'd still survive and everything. I mean,
Well,
you know.
it's interesting you bring that up, Jeffro. Oh, hey, Sue.
Morning, Sue.
Hey, Mr. Sue. Good
Hey,
morning.
Sue.
It's interesting you bring that up, Jeffro. That is a hot topic amongst importers here in the States because all the models are made abroad for us. I mean, I can't. Maybe there's a few independent model makers that are here in the States, but I mean, like it's either Europe or Asia.
Yeah.
One of the two. And China, we know about that. That's those tariffs are see what guys like Andy's HHQ in Arizona was trying to do is get the containers they could in before the tariffs would hit. And I think he got one container in of his usual customers, Tacom and Meng and Trumpeter and everyone, because I think everything after that is going to be with the massive tariff prices. Everything's on hold here in the States. Everybody's like, we don't know what's coming. We don't know how to predict it. Look who's leading the country. You know what I mean? Just take it from there.
I hope that you got it as fast as the last 4 years.
Yeah, the guy's got his head up his ass so far. But anyway, now with this hit on 50% tariffs on EU imports to America, that's going to screw everything in the European market for the modeler.
Yep.
So until this the dust settles on all of this and what kind of games of chicken this guy's going to play with people. The idea of those tariffs, you know what they were? The idea was to drive these countries to surrender and bring manufacturing back to America. So now, instead of that happening, they're making deals on these tariffs. I'll reduce it, you reduce it, these trade war bullshit. And there isn't any jobs coming back to the States. Everything's going to remain status quo.
Well, not those sort of
The bulk of the
manuals.
manufacturing is going to remain in China. And it's not going to bolster the American economy. It's a shell game. He's a con artist. He's a carnival barker, man. He gets people to believe his bullshit.
Yeah, right. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, because the headphones have started to die.
Oh, what are they battery powered or something?
Yeah, got to be recharged.
Okay. But anyway, Jeffro, getting back to what you're saying, the price of models is going up. The price of the hardware is going up. Tools, paints, etc. I mean, I think it's a natural thing to begin with, but you throw this freaking tariff war on everything. How's it affecting everything in Australia? Are you guys getting hit with higher prices because of this tariff bullshit? I know we are.
Haven't really noticed it. Not really. I mean, well, grocery prices are going up all the time, just like they are everywhere.
Well, that doesn't seem to be ending.
No,
that's always
That's just
up.
that's just the way of the world. Everything's going up as always. As far as models go and stuff like that, or just TVs and electronics. I mean, haven't really noticed, but when things like that, unless you keep an eye on the cost of a TV or something for 3 or 4 months before you buy one. If a lot of those things you only really shop around for one when you want one, and then you buy it because you need one. You buy it.
Anyway.
Yeah. I mean, everything's bloody going up, whether you like it or not. And to be honest, I haven't really noticed anything tariff related because everything's going up so much anyway. As far as
Bourbon's a little dearer.
Sorry?
Bourbon's a little dearer.
Yeah, true.
Oh, rum's gone up like anything. But
Yeah,
it's not going to
Bill
be
just said
that.
the birthday party just came home.
Yep.
But it's just amazing how the cost of just especially I noticed with ICM, I just noticed that they're just shooting up in. I mean, like that. What was the one I was looking at? It was the Beaufort. It was a Beaufort and the Marauder. They've got 3 Marauders out, and God, I'd love to get one of those Marauders, but not for $140.
Oh, the Beaufort.
Well, there's about 3 of them out too.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a very nice kit.
Yeah. Well, there's
You can get it-
another, speaking of Ukrainian model company, there's another one called Clearprop. And they make
Yep.
some excellent models, very good models. And they are going to be releasing this year a 48 scale Russian World War II fighter. But they've got other great models. They got a very nice 72nd scale model of the MiG-23, another one of the F-86A, which is a Korean War version. A lot of people have wanted that. The last F-86A in 72nd scale, I believe, was the old Matchbox kit from 50 years ago. If anybody in the audience can help me out with that, I think that may be it. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that they make some awesome models. You go look at Clearprop, go to their website, check out the box reviews and everything. Those 72nd scale kits are at least $50 each for me in the States, and I love building models, but at 50 or more dollars per kit, I got to be real careful about what I'm spending my money on. You know what I usually do, Jeffro? I go to swap meets where people are selling their stuff because they got these big stashes they want to do away with, and like that Tiger tank that I showed you last week.
Yeah.
I told you guys I bought that for $20, mint condition.
Yeah.
That model, that airplane I just showed you earlier, I bought that for $10 at a swap meet.
I do the same, Jim. I buy a lot of kits second hand.
Yeah, there you go.
And I buy a couple days ago. I did send a message to a man that I know for years, and I buy 2 Star Trek figures from resin for €12.50
Your
each.
phone went flat. Sorry.
And that is
price,
one.
So now I'm back on the iPad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is this size of Star Trek figure.
Yeah, it's like what, 1/10 scale or something?
No, 1/6.
Oh wow! Holy
The big ones.
Yeah, and that figures, I go Google it and I go looking on ScaleMates with the box number. That models are not available anymore, and the production is 1995.
Really?
Yeah, that's really
30
old.
years. That's 30 years old.
Yes. And I set it in my closet and I let it there for 10, 15 years, and I triple my money.
Don't touch anything. Don't touch anything. I'm stepping back. I'm not touching anything.
Oh.
You got 2 feet.
I'm sorry,
coming
Dom.
in.
We got a case of the disappearing chunk.
Yeah.
Goes
No,
out and comes back in.
I'm pressing things. I'm doing things every time I touch something.
The ICM Beaufort.
Yeah, that looks
Yeah,
nice.
there you go.
That
Yeah.
looks really nice. But
Yeah, but I had to modify it a bit because ours didn't use the British engines.
oh no, they didn't. Really?
No, they used the Wright Cyclone.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I thought they did the Aussies manufacture them over there under license, or did the British ship
Yes.
to them?
They had to. They were losing a lot of them. They were crashing all over the place. So as soon as they got one over here and they pulled it to bits, went over it with a fine-tooth comb until they finally realised what was wrong with it. And they were actually a good aircraft after that. But before that, they were falling out of the sky all over the place. But there was something wrong with the tailplane, wasn't it? Wasn't something wrong with the
Yeah.
rudder cable or something like that?
The rudder was too small, and I just made lots of changes to it just to make it a bit tougher. Same as when we built the Mosquito. The first ones they built fell apart.
Never went really that great over here anyway, did they? Because the glue they used couldn't
That's why they fell
handle-
apart.
handle the heat in the tropics.
Handle the tropics.
Yeah. It's out of focus, Mom.
Wow.
That's
That's
his-
his little Willie.
Yeah,
Gee.
from the
That's
1/16
your,
scale.
what scale is that?
1/16.
1/16th. Right. Yeah. Yeah,
And
that looks nice.
I glue the engine together and I make the spark plugs lines.
Oh, they look good, Dom.
Good, huh?
Yeah, looks nice. You know, if you back off a little bit more, Dom, it comes into focus.
Yeah, a little bit, Dom.
That's a little, yeah. See, now it's
That's
sharper
it.
there. I think you need to make some adjustments to the camera.
Or put a white piece of paper behind it instead of your hand.
I think I've had too many carton draft cans. It looks blurry.
But that's coming along really nice, Dom. That's looking really sharp.
Yeah, that's it.
There you go. Yep. You got it one spot. You got to hold it. Yeah, I can. Nice work on the wiring.
Yeah.
And the hose clips.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hose clips too. That's right. Yep.
Yeah, that is hand painted.
Very nice.
Oh, you had it perfect there just for a second.
That looks
Stand on
great,
one leg.
Dom.
Stand on
My
one leg.
compliments to you. That's really
Stick
sharp.
your tongue out and point it to the left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really happy with it. And I did the tires. I like dirty wheels, tires. I make it muddy
Yeah.
and sandy.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now
That's
all
good
I
stuff.
need to do is a little bit. This is a little dark brown something,
Mhm.
and now I go a little lighter color on it.
Yep. Well, Jeeps are just like tanks. They went through the ground. They didn't go over it. They
Yeah.
got filthy.
I've built a few of the 35th Tamiya ones. I've built about 6 of them. They're good little kits too.
Yeah, the Tamiya Jeep. That you talk about
Yeah.
the newer version of the Tamiya Jeep chunk.
I've done the Willys one a few times. I don't know. I've still got 2 or 3 of them on.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah,
done
I
it.
heard they're
And
great
and
kits.
the
I don't have
2.5
one.
ton truck
I've got a
too.
Tacom. I've got
I
a
did a
Tacom
Dio with the
model
2.5
with a
ton
little
truck
trailer.
and a couple of Willys, and one of the trucks had the Willy Jeep in the back of it. And I built a little trailer and on a little Dio, which I don't even know where that is. It's probably in here somewhere in a box.
How do you know?
With everything else.
Well, that shed's big enough. You'd be looking for it for a week.
It's not. That's the problem, Jim. I've got more shit than I have room to put the shit. That's the drama I'm having. And I've actually took 2 skips out of here already. So
Oh dear.
It's probably in one of the skips.
Well, the table behind me, that's a pool table. So,
What, full size?
84 it is. So,
Oh, box
but it's
trailer.
I got it given to me, so I actually put a top on it. I use it for like an assembly table, and I'm building cupboards and kitchens and stuff for people.
Yeah.
I put all this stuff on it to sort it out, and it's been there for 8 months. So, I built all these cupboards, and I've been filled it full of shit. Now I've gone through all the cupboards, sorting it all out again, and trying to minimalise it down a bit more. But when I build the new shed, I'm going to build one. It'll be 7 meters by 4. It'll just be welding room. So all my plasmas and my welders and benders and all that stuff will go out in that room. And the next room on that will be 7x4. Will be the front bit will be 2x4. Will be the model room, and the back of it I'll move the sink and everything in there and have it as the kitchenette and the bar and all that in there. So I get all this room here. Like I've got thicknesses, I've got dust extractors, all still in the box. I just don't know where to set them and put them. So,
We got a new visitor, Paul. Quano Man.
Oh, Quano. Behave.
Hey, Guano.
Yeah, Dom, if you hadn't noticed, I'm in the shed tonight.
Yeah, I have seen it. Yeah, there's the big shed.
It's a bit smaller than Chunks.
Yeah, it's a little bit small.
yeah, by
Yeah.
about 50 acres.
Something like that.
Yeah, I like Chunk's big shed. That is really, really nice. That is the biggest dream of me. Have a really big shed with all my modeling stuff, and then I have models for more than 500 years.
If you moved that to Amsterdam, it'd be the biggest building in Amsterdam.
You know what, Jeffro? Where's Bandit? I haven't heard him barking at all tonight.
He barked just a second ago, actually.
Oh, I didn't hear
Here's
him.
something. Here's something.
It was a happy bark, not an angry one.
Ah, okay.
Here you go. Wait. One more time.
Hi,
One more
Harry.
There you go.
Thank you, Alex.
How did I do that?
I'm not telling
Yeah,
you
good
how to do
question,
anything.
Paul.
I can't even stay on here. I'm not telling you anything. I'm sitting here.
No, I just don't know how I put Harry up on the screen.
Oh,
He's
you
been
did
there a
that.
while.
You did
He's
that
been there a while.
15 minutes ago.
Okay, I just noticed. There we go.
Yeah.
There you go. Look at that. You're all
Yeah.
over it. You're all over it.
I'm all over the place.
Well, next week I'm gonna take some photos, Paul, and when you
Yep.
send the link, I will email you photos and see what, or I could just email them to your email address. See if
Yeah.
you can post them on screen, because that would be better than me showing them off on this camera I've got here. It's
Okay.
just a computer, so
Oh, yeah.
I don't have any way of really showing, in proper light and proper, you know what I'm saying. So I'll give it a try next week and see what happens.
Hang on, I'm just practicing.
You know that works, Paul? You have trouble with that? Jim can always send me the pictures. What I can do, I can
Oh, there we
show
go. It
you.
works. I know how to
Okay,
do it.
good.
Oh my
Ooh,
God.
doggy, I love that car. I love that car. That takes me back to my childhood, Paul. My brother was a big quarter mile NHRA gearhead, and he had posters and centerfolds of funny cars and dragsters from the early 70s all over our bedroom when we were kids. That is a very familiar car, the Green Elephant.
Yeah.
That was
I
back
just liked it
when
because it was
that
big.
was back before corporate sponsorship. So these guys were all independent operators, and so they had their cars named however they wanted. That goes back a long time, man. That's 50 plus years ago. That's a beautiful color green too you got on there. That's really nice. What'd you use?
Outlaw.
Well, I mean, what shade I'm saying? What?
It's just called Rally Green, I think. Rally Sport Green.
Okay, it's beautiful. Beautiful.
There's one, Jim.
Oh yeah. Okay, is that Don Garlett's?
It's just I don't know. I used to collect them. I got a heap of them, but they're that hard to get here now. So
Yeah.
I haven't built one for. Oh, there's me mate Subaru Brumby Ute.
Oh man. How could you see where you were going with that thing?
Oh, it's full, it's just the body. It's not a full rail, but it's we built it for someone that's I think it's a 350 blown, but we lent it to a mate whose engine it was. We had the car, he had the blown engine, and took it to a show and did a burnout, and the police nabbed it and impounded it for 30 days. So we rang him and said we're coming to get the. And he took the motor out, and the car's sitting in my mate's loft in his shed because it's been there for 10 years now. So because it had been legislation, it had been locked up.
That's not a whole lot of car for that engine to haul, man. That's like holy shit.
A little Subaru. I think they were called the Brat, weren't they? In elsewhere.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. I've got this nailed now. Send the pictures, Jim.
Okay, I'll send them to you next week. I got to snap some photos. I've just got some raw stuff of the. I want to send some photos of the Tiger, so Jeffro can see it.
I think I've got the same problem, Jim.
Yeah,
I might do that too.
Not a problem, Jeffro.
I also want to show you photos of the elephant and the king tiger I have back there in that cabinet.
Yeah, great. Okay.
Me. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of tanks in there. I'll snap some photos of those and send them.
Yeah, great. I've never seen anything here either.
That's nice.
Very nice.
That's,
is that a 911? Is that a Carrera?
That's clear blue, and it's 13 coats of clear blue to make it the deep electric blue. Took a long time, that one. These are back. These are a couple of years ago when I used to do a bit of modelling. This one I like. This one. This is one of my favourites. Was the drag car.
Oh yeah, the old Pro Stock. Yeah, Camaro. Yeah.
It's the same thing. I do the same thing. I run all the wires and the leads and.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I saw all that stuff up front. My brother was a big time gearhead model builder too. So,
Yeah,
in
we used
fact,
to do a lot of drag
he
racing
worked
in the
as
day.
assistant on a pit crew for
Oh,
a funny
righto.
car. Our next door neighbor had a car that he stored in his garage, and he would run at events locally, like in the Midwest area, like Wisconsin, Michigan, Illinois,
Yep.
Iowa, and Steve would travel with him. This is when my brother was 12 years old. He would be the one to lay the bleach down on the strip
Yeah.
before
Yep.
they do their burnouts to get the tire traction.
There's me El Camino.
Oh,
Oh, I
nice.
do like El Caminos.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. A bit of a.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the
Yep.
bloody
Ford
flame
had
kit-
the
flame kit's
Ranchero
about
and
nine flame kit.
Chevy
There's
had the
about nine
El
pieces to
Camino.
that decal. Plum Crazy, the old Model Masters Plum Crazy, was it? Was it Model Masters?
The first thing I look for when I go to the US, not that I've been there for a while, but every time I go to the US, the first thing I look for is, oh, there's an El Camino.
Yeah, those are nice
Yeah.
cars.
Like 'em.
All right, gents. Well, I'm going to call it there.
Okie
Thank you
dokie.
all for coming in.
No drama.
Thank
And
you
for
for
those who are
hosting.
watching, thank you for watching.
Thank you, Will.
Thanks everyone for
See
showing
you
up
next
in
week.
chat.
I'll catch
Yeah.
you all next time. Thank you,
Thank
Don.
Take care, everyone.
Huzzah.
No problem.
Good night.
See you later. Bye bye.
See you, Dom.